Because you know, there's always this veil of a block, it feels like. Every time I go to do something, I feel like there's like a threshold I have to break through. If I could just get through the other side, it's easy. But the hours it takes to get the right paper, to get the right guitar, which tuning do I want to be in? Do I need a cup of tea? Distortions and delays and...
I don't have my favorite pencil.
You know. It's like just break through. As soon as I set it up and get my space around me and I feel like, boom, it's easy. It's like, how did I not start this 3 hours ago? I love this. This is my favorite place to be. In that creative space where there's nothing on a page and all of a sudden something emerges and I love it. And I stick with it till I love every word and love every chord and love every melody note. And I'm just, every chakra spins and like every cell vibrates and says, I love life. I love being a musician. Thank you so much that I found the thing I love so much. This is only rain. I made it through the worst winter. This is only rain. Like, it's an obstacle, but this isn't. It was literal and it was figurative at the same time. Right. And it started off with, it isn't easy. It isn't easy, but complications do disappear, was the first line. And I was just writing about her having trouble. And then I said, a glimpse of light, I feel you near. All of a sudden I realized, I'm writing some good stuff here. Instead of the scribble that happens on the right side and then the lyric that I take parts of every other page in weeks gone by and make a lyric out of. A lyric was happening as I was writing. And I went, a glimpse of light, that's like the light bulb going off. This is an idea. I feel you near, that's the muse. I reach for a change as she was reaching for a chord change. That's how I do it. I fiddle and find and emotionally just go, this feels right. And if it's sad, I want it to hurt more, so I'll go for a sadder chord, and I know I'm on the right path. So I said, I reach for a change and watch you appear, floating from somewhere. I don't know where this stuff comes from. There to here, in a moment, born for me. If I wait for you, if I play with you, if I play with the idea, like if I give it time and just nurture it, this tiny little spark of a thing that says, that's kind of cool. The critic says, that's shit, you said that 1,000,000 times. No, that's kind of cool. If I stay with it, if I play with it, if I wait for it, your heart beats with mine. Because I always say, we used to always say, we have another new bouncing baby song, because it takes on a life of its own.
Right.
So I said, your heart beats with mine. I meant the pulse and the soul of this new creative thing that was being born. And then I realized that I was getting emotional because I loved the process, and I was thinking about my dad, and then I also realized that after a while, it's that much rain, it just gets to be too intense. So I said, it's the rain that makes me feel so sad. No, it's the rain that, it's the rain that brings the sadness to my sky, I wrote. And this is like the 8th or 9th tune that I've written something about the word sky, and I thought, okay, you've got a fascination with the sky going on. You know, My Norwegian Friend, this one, there's a couple of other things. Shape your sky. So anyway, I said, it's the rain that brings the sadness to my sky. It's only rain asking why. And I wrote, it's the rain, and I was going to write something else, but I got up to get something, and when I came back, I started on the next line. Accident. But it felt great to repeat. It's the rain that brings the sadness to my sky. It's only rain asking why. It's the rain. And then she said, I'm feeling really small, because it's hard to press through the creative process. And I just smiled at her and just patted her back and let her keep playing, tried not to interfere, and I wrote, it's the rain that makes me feel so small. I just stole it right there, right off her lips. It's the rain that makes me feel so small. It's only rain after all. It's the rain. I went, oh my God. I'm writing a lyric while she's sitting here writing music. And then a couple nights later, there was a big special on Michael Jackson and all the trauma and the strange things and the stuff he's done to himself and stuff. And I watched it as a curiosity thing at first. Then I went, what a freak. Why the hell did he do this to himself? He was such a good-looking guy, so talented. And the more I watched, I realized he's just a human being like anybody else, and he's in pain, and he's expressing it in wild, crazy ways. I feel so sorry for him. That just made me feel so unbelievably sorry for him. All this compassion came up for me, and I had my guitar with me, and every thing I was watching, I just kept playing. I was writing stuff. I didn't realize I was writing music that I wanted to keep. On a commercial, I'd hit pause, unmute on the satellite, and I'd start recording the little thing I just wrote. Watch TV, keep playing, come up with something else. I wrote the music in sections, all sequentially, for that song. I didn't even realize it was the music for that song until a few days later. I said, if I play these chords and say these words, can I come up with a melody? Oh yes. You know, and there it was.
Tell her what else she stole from me.
What else did I steal from me? Oh, and was it the same song? No, it was another song.
No, wasn't it the same
No, it was
song?
Press On, I think.
Oh, Press On.
She called me one day, and finally we had so much sun, she said,
Today was so bright. Yeah.
I switched it around, but something like, outside today was so bright, I inhaled the light. Oh, it was so great today, it was so sunny. Did you go out at all today? It was beautiful, I inhaled the light, it was just so amazing. I wrote one day, she this, you and I were corresponding. I said something about you, I said something about seed, and I said she again. And it was just 3 different she's. And I said, she said, it was so bright outside today, she inhaled the light. So then at the end of a lyric called Press On, I stuck that down.
That's cool.
As a,
They're still in line.
yeah, it's just amazing. And Press On came from watching an Erin Brockovich special, a biography on her. Oh, I just learned from my father, you have to press on. You have to go through it, it's hard, but you have to go through it, there's no other way. You have to press on. I went, oh. Boom. Title. And she said, oh, did you write that because of that show? I said, yeah. But you know, it's like kindling. Once it goes up into a giant thing, you don't remember what the kindling, there's no evidence of what that first idea was. Very often with even a lyric, you say, I stole this line from a book, or this came from someone else's lyric, or this came from a magazine. She wrote this Ricky wrote this incredible song, Curious Heart, just from 2 words out of the Boston Herald, just this. She took the words, just this.
Wow. That's pretty neat.
And wrote this gorgeous song about, you know, living and living every breath, and, you know, what did you take from this life? Just this. You know, what did you learn? This curious heart. What do you have with you to take with you? You know,
Just
like my
this.
experiences. Yeah, but just this. Just. I'm getting all the clumps. Wait a minute.
Tell them amongst yourselves.
Topic: chips. Discuss.
Oh,
I'm kidding, I'm not clumps at all, but